Just get started. Oh, all right. There we are. Throwing on the shirt at the last minute, like you do. All right, but I need these. I need my Spidey gloves, my relatively newly painted Spidey gloves. And again, I have nothing set up here. I've been working on editing my most recent episode of the web line, which I have not done all week because of the holidays. So, go figure that one out. So, anyways, I want to say hello to everyone who has shown up in chat already, including Wolf MCOC. Good to see you, my friend. The Mesozoic Mind, how are you? Good to see you as well. Give me just a second. I'm going to go and backlight myself so it doesn't look like the abyss is over my right shoulder here. So give me one moment. There we go. Just a little bit there. All right. Anyways, welcome, guys. And we are going to, hopefully, you can hear me okay. We are going to go to the Internet Movie Database and find the top science fiction movies list. And we're just going to go through the first 50. Now, a lot of them I will probably have seen or at least added to the list of things that I haven't seen just by dint of the fact that they're also filtered out through the top 250 movies list. So let's just go ahead and grab that list. I'm throwing it up on another page real quick. Pizza Pasta, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. I hope all is well. And let me just go ahead and bring this up. There we are. I don't like that view, so we're going to do this one instead. Okay. All right. So, anyways, so what we're doing today is we are going through the 50 highest rated movies on the Internet Movie Database, and we are going to basically kind of go through the list, see which ones I haven't seen, and see which ones that I not only haven't seen, but that are also have not been added to the list of movies yet. So some of these, like Inception and Interstellar, I haven't seen those movies, but they are already on the list because we encountered them on the top 250 when we were kind of moving down it. So, anyways, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to work on the top 50 science fiction films according to the Internet Movie Database ratings that I have not seen, and we're going to work our way down it. So these first three, Inception, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and Interstellar, I've seen. And I see that Cosmic Mazuka is here. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope all is well. And we're just going to kind of keep going. Okay, The Matrix. The Matrix is an excellent movie. I have definitely seen it. Actually, we're going to restart at the top. We're just going to look at each of these. So Inception, a thief who steals corporate secrets through the use of dream-sharing technology is given the inverse task of planting an idea into the mind of a CEO, but his tragic past may doom the project and his team to disaster. Okay, what did I just read? I've never seen Inception, all right? Which, by the way, and I'm going to just go ahead and put this in the chat. This is going to be one of the questions that I end up asking. Which of these films is the most surprising one to you that I haven't seen? And I know some people might think Inception is one such film. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that up over there. So guys, just when we go through this list, like just say, "Oh my God, you haven't seen, X," and we'll see which one kind of wins the Cupid doll for the night. All right, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, totally seen it. excellent movie. Definitely like one of the top Spider-Man films, if not the top Spider-Man film. It's up there. So Miles Morales catapults across the multiverse, where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. When the heroes clash on how to handle a new threat, Miles must redefine what it means to be a hero. And that's a really God, that's such an accurate synopsis. It is so good. Have I rated this? Okay, this is definitely getting a 10 from me. So all right, Interstellar. When Earth becomes uninhabitable in the future, a farmer and ex NASA pilot, Joseph Cooper, is tasked to pilot a spacecraft along with a team of researchers to find a new planet for humans. I have never seen Interstellar, and this movie is from 2014. So I am, yeah, and I know this one's on the list as well, same as Inception. That's why I'm not typing them into the chat right now. All right, let's see. The Matrix. Totally seen The Matrix. I love The Matrix. At least the first one. First one is really good. When a beautiful stranger leads computer hacker Neo to a forbidding underworld, he discovers the shocking truth. The life he knows is the elaborate deception of an evil cyber intelligence. I remember watching The Matrix when it first came out in theaters. A couple of my fraternity brothers grabbed me. I think I had just gotten home from an awards show at my college, and I had just won an award. And they grabbed me as soon as I walked in. They're like, "Come on, we're gonna go watch The Matrix." I'm like, "What are you talking about? What is The Matrix?" And went and watched it with them, and man, did we have a good time. It was such a good movie. Enjoyed it so much. The second one I wasn't too crazy about, but the third one got a little bit better. So, all right, let's see. Number 5, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Okay. I've seen this. After the rebels are overpowered by the Empire, Luke Skywalker begins his Jedi training with Yoda, while his friends are pursued across the galaxy by Darth Vader and bounty hunter Boba Fett. Seen this movie, I think I kind of agree that it's the best Star Wars film that has been made so far. It's just beautiful. Like there are certain shots and scenes that just look gorgeous, and I mean the narrative is really good too, especially in Empire. It's very tight, you know. All right, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Luke Skywalker joins forces with a Jedi Knight, a cocky pilot, and a Wookiee and two droids to save the galaxy from the Empire's world-destroying battle station while also attempting to rescue Princess Leia from the mysterious Darth Vader. Yeah, I've seen it. Mesozoic Mind does not really care for Star Wars. Really? Really? I mean, you know, to each his own. It's a-okay if you don't, but you know, it's a favorite of mine. Now, I will say that science fiction is it's pretty tenuous science fiction. I've heard some people call it science fantasy. And it's also very space operatic, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with them being on this list. Okay. Number 7 on this list is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Uh, Honestly, this is probably the most fun Terminator film I've ever seen. Like, I really remember enjoying it. Now, again, seen it, I really wish they had done one thing very different with, like, for the first 30 minutes of the movie, um, you have no idea who Arnold Schwarzenegger like actually like whose side he's on. Like you just see him, and I think if you hadn't seen any of the trailers for this movie, you would have just assumed he was the bad guy. It's like not up until the moment that he like basically gets into the same vicinity as John Connor and then like pushes him out of the way and shoots the cop looking robot, that you realize, oh God, he's actually the hero. And they screwed up with the trailers because the trailers are playing this up as an Arnold Schwarzenegger action flick, and they're like, this time he's here to save the future. And they could have made the first like half hour of Terminator 2 so much more tense if they had not marketed the movie the way they did. So good. And I realize, I mean, like the first one is good too. I'm pretty sure the first one is on this list somewhere. But I definitely think Terminator 2 is probably the better film in terms of just the setup. So, um, no, it is. Oh, Alien. Oh, Alien. Okay. So Alien, I've seen Alien. I remember seeing Alien at a very young age. The crew of a commercial spacecraft encounters a deadly life form after investigating an unknown transmission. Um, God, damn, is that a good movie? And it's not only a good science fiction movie, it's a good horror movie. And I remember like the first time I saw this, I mean, I responded to it as a horror movie because that, I feel like first and foremost, it's a horror movie. The sci-fi is like good for the narrative and getting you there. But like the sci-fi isn't really hard sci-fi. Alien, God, like I don't know. I still need to play Alien Isolation. I think I've got it on my Epic Games account. I've actually never played it, but I've heard that it's a lot like Alien, and it's you against this thing that's after you. So, all right, number 9, The Prestige. After a tragic accident, two stage magicians in 1890s London engage in a battle to create the ultimate illusion while sacrificing everything they have to outwit each other. Now, I definitely have not seen this. I want to say that I put it on the list. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, and Scarlett Johansson are all in it. I want to say that I put that, like, if it was on the top 250 list, then I definitely did. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick because if I haven't, then I definitely want to add it. So let me just see. I'm gonna expand all of the listings for all of the movies that I watched and see if I can find it. So let me just see if I can do a quick. Okay, all right. Where is it? Where is it? It's on one of these lists, and of course, when I tried, okay, it's number 42 on the top 250 list. Okay, so it's on the list. I definitely definitely added it, so we won't need to type it in tonight. Um, yeah, I mean the setup sounds interesting, and I kind of want to see why are these two magicians sacrificing everything they have and trying to outwit each other. I just I don't know. I need more information. So all right, number 10, Back to the Future. Okay, guys. I've seen Back to the Future. My God, do I love those movies. Those movies are like pure fun and adventure and Steven Spielberg, and they're so good. I don't even feel like I need to read that. Avengers Endgame, definitely seen. Um, and I understand why the sci-fi premise is on there. I almost feel like calling it a sci-fi movie is a little bit cheating, though. It's superhero comic book shenanigans. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Seen it, love it, great movie. Moving on. Aliens. Okay, decades after surviving the Nostromo incident, Ellen Ripley is sent out to reestablish contact with a terraforming colony, but finds herself battling the alien queen and her offspring. I remember watching this when I was fairly young, not as young as when I saw Alien, but and like this one is almost a horror movie too, just because you got all these soldiers and they're well armed and everything, and they're just they're laying down fire, and it does not matter. These things are tough. These things have acid for blood. These things just want to kidnap you and then make you into an incubator for their eggs. And oh my God, it's just it's so good, so good. All right, we've seen Avengers Infinity War. We've seen Wally. I've actually seen a lot of these. Um, the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. When their relationship turns sour, a couple undergoes a medical procedure to have each other erased from their memories forever. Um, I've seen this. I actually saw this not too long after a pretty devastating breakup, and it was both like hard to watch, but it was also really good to watch as well. So, all right, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I have seen 2001. It's been forever, but it is a movie that I have seen and remember well enough. Clockwork Orange. Seen it. I must really love science fiction. Return of the Jedi has probably my favorite moment in the original trilogy, which is the moment when Luke Skywalker kind of walks into Jabba's palace, gets taken captive, and is like, "You better free us and let us go." And then when Jabba tries to kill him, he's like, "All right, I gave you every opportunity," and he just freaking grabs his lightsaber and just throws down on Jabba's entire crime organization and just takes them all out. And I freaking love that moment. It's so good. Metropolis, 1927 film. I've seen Metropolis. I actually saw it in a college film course. So, Spider-Man: No Way Home. I have seen it. I, I mean, look at me, okay? Look at what I'm wearing. All right. I better have seen this movie. Um, Jurassic Park is a movie that I have not seen. Some of you probably know this already, but yeah, no, I totally have not seen Jurassic Park. So, what else? The Thing is another movie that I haven't seen, but I know I've added it to the list along with Jurassic Park. So, oh, and the Mesozoic Mind has our first freak out reaction. What? Mesozoic Mind, when Alan Copeland was on when I first found this movie on the top 250 list and announced that I had never seen it. Not only have I not seen it, I have not seen any of the other ones. I've not seen any of them. So yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna we're going to put the Mesozoic Mind's response up there and immortalize it for all to see. uh oh, Nightbot, chill out. What, Nightbot, come on, let my people let my viewers have their reactions. Chill out, Nightbot. You are dead to me. Oh, I love it. Okay. So The Thing, also haven't seen, but is on the list. V for Vendetta, love V for Vendetta. It's a great movie. In a future British dystopian society, a shadowy freedom fighter known only by the alias of V plots to overthrow the tyrannical government with the help of a young woman played by Natalie Portman. Good movie. I've seen it. It's pretty good. Blade Runner. A Blade Runner must pursue and terminate four replicants who stole a ship in space and have returned to Earth to find their creator. Uh, one of Harrison Ford's earlier movies, really, really good. I have seen it. I've seen so much of this list. Uh, let's see, Mad Max: Fury Road. In a post apocalyptic wasteland, a woman rebels against a tyrannical ruler in search for her homeland with the aid of a group of female prisoners, a psychotic worshiper, and a drifter named Max. All right. So I haven't seen a lot of the earlier Mad Max movies, but I have seen Fury Road actually. So good one. A good one. Really enjoyed it. The Terminator. Okay, The Terminator. Human soldier is sent from 2029 to 1984 to stop an almost indestructible cyborg killing machine. Sent from the same year, which has been programmed to execute a young woman whose unborn son is the key to humanity's future salvation. All right, I've seen The Terminator. Excellent movie. Um, if you guys are watching, if you guys have seen the trailer for Madam Web, it looks like they've taken the concept of the Terminator and they've basically kind of applied it to the Spider-Man universe. And I don't know, I'm not entirely certain what to think about it. It's interesting, and I understand that Sony can't do much with Peter Parker themselves while he's doing stuff for Marvel, but I've yeah, I'm not sure what to think of it. All right, number 28 is Logan. I mean, again, I get why it's sci-fi. I just really, I don't know. I almost feel like superhero movies need their own like section. They need their own genre, which I don't think IMDb does that. So, in a future where mutants are nearly extinct, an elderly and wary Logan leads a quiet life. But when Laura, a mutant child pursued by scientists, comes to him for help, he must get her to safety. Logan was fan frickin' tastic. Loved watching it, and it was a really good send off for the character, who's coming back next year. We'll see how we'll see how that pans out. So, all right, let's see. The Iron Giant. A young boy befriends a giant robot from outer space that a paranoid government agent wants to destroy. Guys, I have not seen The Iron Giant. However, The Iron Giant is also on the list already because we discovered it on the top 250. So The Iron Giant is, again, among the movies that I have not seen. Looks like so far Jurassic Park is the winner of which film is the most surprising one that I haven't seen yet. Number 30 is called Stalker. Guide leads two men through an area known as the Zone to find a room that grants wishes. This movie is from 1979. I don't think I haven't seen it. I don't think I put this on any list either. So I'm gonna take a look here. This is this a Russian film? A guide leads to okay, all right. Um Gonna do another quick genre check. I know it's sci-fi. It's also just genre. It's just drama. Okay. This may be the first one that actually ends up going into the chat. Number 30, Stalker. Never seen this one. So, and again, pretty sure it's not on any of the lists. I'm just gonna do a quick check on my nope, not on there either. It might not have had enough votes in order to get into the top 250, which is why it's here, but not in the top 250 and above some of the other sci-fi. So, Neon Genesis, Evangelion, I don't know, the end of Evangelion. I'm just going to say the soft G. Concurrent theatrical ending of the TV series Neon Genesis Evangelion, 1995. No, I have not seen it, but this was also in the top 250, I believe. No, this was in animation. So have not seen it. It's on the list, and we're gonna move on. Okay, finally, some more that I don't think I've seen or listed. Uh, Number 32 is called PK. An alien on Earth loses the only device he can use to communicate with his spaceship. His innocent nature and childlike questions force the country to evaluate the impact of religious views on people. Okay, so it sounds a little bit like ET. Okay. Okay, it's considered oh, the genres are up here. I didn't realize that before. Comedy, drama, and sci-fi. Raj Kumar Hirani is the director. Looks like this might be like maybe a Bollywood film. Again, never heard of it. Didn't see it on the top 250, so we're going to go ahead and add it. PK. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that on there. Boom. Okay. All right, guys. Here's one. 2021's Dune. A noble family becomes embroiled in a war for control over the galaxy's most valuable asset, while its heir becomes troubled by visions of a dark future. Okay, I'm actually going to put this one out there and let you guys guess. Do you think I have seen Dune? Do you think I've seen the 2021 Dune film that is listed here on the IMDb's top 50 science fiction movies? Yes, if you think I've seen it. No, if you think I have not seen it. All right. Sith Apple coming in with the yes. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else want to take a guess here? Anyone? All right, we're going to close out the guessing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, I have not seen the 2021 version of Dune. I've seen the 1980s version of Dune. I've seen I think it's the David Lynch version with Dean Stockwell, Kyle MacLachlan, and Patrick Stewart in it. And that's pretty much been the only version of Dune that I've ever watched. I've read the book. I have not seen I have not seen this version. And people kept telling me, they're like, you need to go see this. If you liked the 80s version, you're gonna love this. And I believe them. I just never got out to go see them. So all right, we're gonna move on to number 34. And this one is Blade Runner 2049. Young Blade Runner K's discovery of a long buried secret leads him to track down former Blade Runner Rick Deckard, who's been missing for 30 years. Blade Runner 2049. I have not seen Blade Runner 2049. Never have. So we'll go ahead and add that one to the list as well. So we're finally getting some ones that we are putting up as stuff I ain't never seen. So good, good. All right, okay. Planet of the Apes. An astronaut crew crash lands on a planet where highly intelligent non-human ape species are dominant and humans are enslaved. Planet of the Apes, the 1968 classic. So many memes and scenes have been made from this movie. Have I seen it? I have not. I've seen parts of it. I have seen clips of it. I have seen sections of it. I have not seen the film Planet of the Apes. Have not seen it. Have not watched it through. So we're going to go ahead and add it and leave it at that. Now, ironically, I have seen one of the more recent ones that was made. I think it was like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It had James Franco and Jonathan Lithgow in it, and like it's like the first one, I think, and really enjoyed it. It was really good. I just never got around to seeing the classic. All right, number dun, da, 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 number 36, The Martian. An astronaut becomes stranded on Mars after his team assume him dead and must rely on his ingenuity to find a way to signal to Earth that he is alive and can survive until a potential rescue. Um, so The Martian is confusing to me because I've seen the movie, but I haven't read the book. But my fiance has talked about the book. She's read the book, and I believe she's seen the movie too. And Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Okay, The Avengers. I've seen it. Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen it. Donnie Darko. Okay, wow. After narrowly escaping a bizarre accident, a troubled teenager is plagued by visions of a man in a large rabbit suit who manipulates him to commit a series of crimes. Donnie Darko. Have I seen that? Yes. Yes, I have. It's a good movie too. Kind of freaked me out. Wasn't like it's not a horror movie, but it's very like it definitely has a couple of elements of horror in it. It's really good. It's really good, and I highly do recommend it. Okay, number 40 on this list is called Her. And oh god, who's that actor? I can't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure I know who he is. Wasn't he the Joker? In a near future, a lonely writer develops an unlikely relationship with an operating system designed to meet his every need. What? So, like, what? Talking software or something? Let's go have a look at this one because I don't think I've. Okay, Joaquin Phoenix. Okay. Um, Amy Adams is in it. Scarlett Johansson is in it. Interesting. I'm going to assume that the voice of the software is Scarlett Johansson, then, based on it, what everything says. Drama, romance, and sci-fi. I've never heard of this. This movie is from 2013. Yeah, I have not seen it before, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave it there. We'll go ahead and add it to the list. And Sith Apple says that it is a good movie. Excellent. Well, then I'll look forward to to viewing it at some point in the future. Number 41 on this list, 12 Monkeys. In a future world devastated by disease, a convict is sent back in time to gather information about the man-made virus that wiped out most of the human population on the planet. 12 Monkeys. All right. So, the question becomes 12 Monkeys. Has Spidey Librarian seen it? Yes, I have. Really good movie. I saw it again for like a science fiction class. Really excellent movie. Really wanted to like. I know there's a show that's been made of it, I'm told that that's really good too, and that I need to watch that. It's been a while since I've seen it though. It has probably been a good 25 years since I've seen it. So, all right. Oh, hey, Angry Canadian, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by the other day, returning the kindness. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna just check and see how many likes do we have so far? Oh wow, I don't have this up on YouTube, which is funny because I usually have this up both on YouTube and StreamYards. So let's have a quick look. All right, it's showing me 2 likes, which I'm okay with. It's 2 more than I thought I had, so all right, number 42, Akira. This was on I haven't seen Akira, but this is on the animated list, so we caught that as well. Secret military project endangers Neo Tokyo when it turns a biker gang member into a rampaging psychic psychopath who can only be stopped by a teenager, his gang of biker friends, and a group of psychics. Interesting synopsis there. So, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind also have not seen, was also on the animated list of movies that I have not seen. So, uh, we can go ahead and just kind of waltz past this one. Solaris. A psychologist is sent to a station orbiting a distant planet in order to discover what has caused the crew to go insane. Have I seen Solaris? This is a 1972 movie. Have I seen it? Yes, I have seen it. This is a movie that I saw for my science fiction class. Apparently my science or my English professor, because this was credited as an English course, he knew how to pick the good sci-fi. So I do remember this movie did kind of feel like it dragged on for quite a bit and was more of a mood piece than an actual story. It wasn't bad. It was just kind of like, I don't know. It was easy to fall asleep to in places. Russian film. Yeah, I remember that. So, all right, number 45, Gora, Gora, a slick young Turk kidnapped by extraterrestrials, shows his great human spirit by outwitting the evil commander in chief of the planet Gora. I'm just like, what? What? What is this? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty unfamiliar with this. Like in its entirety. It's also an adventure and a comedy. Okay, all right. We'll go ahead and add it to this list because I know it was not on the other ones. So, all right, and we'll put that up. And I don't know, maybe at some point we'll get to watch it. Guardians Volume 3. Really, ironically, I think 2 is probably my favorite one. So if it is on this list, it's below the other two entries. Still reeling from the loss of Gamora, Peter Quill rallies his team to defend the universe and one of their own, a mission that can mean the end of the Guardians if not successful. That's what you call ironic. Um, yeah, good film. Comic book movie. Again, I feel like comic book movies deserve their own. I don't know. Like, I get that it's sci-fi. I don't know. It's Marvel sci-fi, which is a different flavor of sci-fi than I feel belongs on this list. Iron Man. Gee, guys, do you think I've seen Iron Man? So many Marvel movies on this list. 48, Arrival. Let's see. Iron Man, Angry Canadian says Iron Man. What a solid film. No, I agree. Iron Man is a very good movie that I really enjoyed. Kicks off the MCU, and really, I mean, like, I think the thing that I liked about it the most is that it is just so much fun. It was a comic book movie that made no bones about being a comic book movie. It leaned into it, and the casting, the pacing, it was all really good, and I really enjoyed it. So number 48, Arrival. A linguist works with the military to communicate with alien life forms after 12 mysterious spacecraft appear around the world. It's from 2016. I've never seen this. I don't even know if I've heard of it. Is that Jeremy Renner? Yeah, it's Jeremy Renner and oh god, what's his name? Forrest Whitaker. There we go. And Amy Adams. I've never I have never seen this. I've never even heard of this. This is interesting. What else have we got in terms of genre? We've got drama and mystery in addition to sci-fi. And okay, it's number 48 on their top listing by the sci-fi genre. So we'll go ahead and add it as a movie that I have not seen and had a chance to list. We'll go ahead and list it here. All right. Arrival was mid. The movie theater experience was cool, but not sure how it feels now if watched at home. Interesting. Okay. Well, I will certainly have to check it out at some point. Okay, Thor. See, this is why I have issues with Marvel movies being on this list. Yeah, I guess you could call it sci-fi, but it's like Marvel sci-fi, which I don't know, like it's sci-fi in the service of publishing comic books that are telling interconnected stories, um, for the purpose of, you know, basically making you watch all the other stuff that comes along with it. I it feels like it's its own genre in a way. I and there are just so many of them on this list. It's like, wow, I've seen this, like they just it's unfair. I just feel like it dominates the category so much. All right, Avatar, a paraplegic Marine dispatched to the moon Pandora on a unique mission becomes torn between following his orders and protecting the world he feels is his home. Guys, what do you think? Have I seen Avatar? Have I seen Avatar? What do you guys think? Yes, if you think I've seen it, and no, if you think I have not. Tell me what do you think? Based on what you know of me and my experiences and the things that I like, do you think I have seen Avatar? Yes, if you think I have, no, if you think I have not. Sith Apple thinks that I have not seen Avatar. Okay. All right. Um, okay. And the uh the shocker is yes, I've seen it. I have not seen the second Avatar movie, and you'll probably have to fight me in order to get me to watch it. Here are my thoughts on Avatar, and I understand why it's on this list, by the way. I'm glad to see that it wasn't in the top 250 movies overall, but I understand why it's on this list. I don't like Avatar. I don't really like Avatar. I think the narrative is flimsy. I think the characters are very derivative and uninspired. And I think most offensively, this feels like the movie Dances with Wolves, except it's in space. It's basically got it's got white savior complex written all over it. And those movies just really rankle me. Like Doctor Strange has got a touch of white savior to it. And while I like Doctor Strange, that part of it just kind of gets on my nerves. Um, I I just wasn't interested in I remember watching the movie and I just wasn't that interested in it. It's beautiful. It's got amazing, spectacular, sensational, ultimate, superior special effects, especially for its time. But that is literally all it had going for it. In my personal opinion, which you're free to disagree with. Um, I never got into it. And when a second one was coming out and I started seeing trailers for it, I was just like, oh God, here goes 2.5 more minutes of my life that I really would rather not waste. But um, so yeah, Avatar, what is it? The something with water, Avatar, uh, I don't know. That movie, I'm not saying I'll never watch it. What I am saying is that if you guys ever want me to watch it, someone's going to have to not only subscribe to a theoretical Patreon that I set up, you're going to have to you're going to have to pay out the nose to get me to watch it. You're going to have to plunk down like $100 or $200 to actually sponsor the movie and then vault it over like any of the lists or queues that I've got going, because I will find every excuse not to watch the second Avatar movie. Like after watching the first one, I'm like, yeah, this was mid at best, and I just wasn't interested. So Mesozoic Mind says that Avatar: The Way of Water wasn't very good. His dad liked it, but he didn't. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, again, I get that they were trying, it felt too much like they were just trying to manufacture a new hit sci-fi franchise. Like that's literally what it felt like. James Cameron was like, we need an Aliens, but not not so like, gonna eat you or incubate you. And let's throw some rainbows in and make them beautiful and almost human like. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it. And I think honestly, one of the reasons that I didn't care for it was simply because when I was probably a preteen and trying to build my own worlds, I think I came up with something similar to the Na'vi and humans, but more colorful, basically. And they were at war with humanity, and it it wasn't very good. It was not very good. And so, like, I see that James Cameron basically took something that I envisioned as a pre-teenager who did not know how to write at the time, but wanted to. And then because he has a bunch of money and clout and everything, he goes and gets that made. So I don't know. Maybe there's a bit of personal stuff going on here, but I don't feel very bad about voicing it. I really like the biology world of Avatar. I mean, that's fair. That is completely fair. You can have all kinds of opinions about various aspects of the Avatar world. All right, guys. So we went through 50. Again, I feel like we should go through a few more. Let's do like 10 more at least, simply because I feel like Marvel just dominated this, and the fact that I must have watched a whole lot of science fiction when I was younger. I'm gonna go ahead. We're not gonna do 50 more, but let's do like 10 more and see if we can get through any like Marvel stuff. Okay. Edge of Tomorrow. Is that a Tom Cruise movie? A soldier fighting aliens gets to relive the same day over and over again, the day restarting every time he dies. Mesozoic Mind is still disappointed with me for not watching Jurassic Park. That's completely fair. Completely fair. I realize how big that IP got, and I just never got around to watching it. I didn't. I almost went to see the first one that starred Chris Pratt, simply because it was Star-Lord, leading a team of raptors, but I just never made it to the theater. Then at least I would have been able to say at least that I'd seen a Jurassic Park. But Edge of Tomorrow. I want to is that Tom Cruise? Yeah, it's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt and Bill Paxton. Oh man, rest in peace, Bill Paxton. Okay, all right. This one I have not seen. I don't think I've seen Edge of Tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and add that one to the list. Why did you do that? Don't do that. Okay. So we're gonna go up to 60 here. So we're gonna add Edge of Tomorrow to the list. Rated PG-13 film. All right. Okay, 52 is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Holy crud. First DC film to make the sci-fi list. Friggin' Marvel. Okay. And I love Marvel too, but I don't feel like they should be on this list. Okay. Um, so Zack Snyder's Justice League. I have seen Justice League, which I did not care for. I have not watched Zack Snyder's Justice League because that's a 4-hour movie. And wow, I I've never watched that version of it. Okay, I've watched the theatrical release, but Zack Snyder's cut, the Snyder cut as they call it, um, have not seen. So maybe if I see it, it'll change how I felt about it. But I have yet to actually do that. Okay. All right, number 53, E.T., the Extraterrestrial. A troubled child summons the courage to help a friendly alien escape from Earth and return to his home planet. All right, guys, I'm just going to put this one to you. Do you think I've seen E.T., the Extraterrestrial? Just say yes if you think I've seen it, and say no if you think I have not. All right. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. It was released in 1982. If I remember correctly, I think that's a Steven Spielberg film, but I don't know. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think Spidey Librarian has seen E.T. the Extraterrestrial? Sith Apple is saying yes. He thinks I've seen it. Alan Copeland is here and is saying yes, that I've seen that as well. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and close off the ability to say one way or the other in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I have seen E.T. the Extraterrestrial. So, um, I remember seeing it in theaters when I was a kid. And here, here's my issue with ET. All right. Um, because I remember as a kid it made me cry. And I remember the part that made me cry was them on the bikes, when they're flying in the air. And I think I honestly feel like what had that effect on me as a little kid was the music. Okay. And I'm not saying the music is bad. I'm saying that the music is kind of unfairly leveraged by the movie makers to kind of like force an emotion out of you. And it's something that, like, as an adult you probably are a bit more able to kind of manage, but as a kid you don't really have those guards up. And so I feel like like it's it's a sweet movie, but I feel like it's a bit, I don't know, at least in places, a bit manipulative. So number 54. Oh my God, we finally get a Star Trek movie on this list. What the hell? And it's the 2009 Star Trek, which, don't get me wrong, it's a good movie. It's not my personal vote for best Star Trek movie, although I do understand why it's up here. Okay. Um, the brash James T. Kirk tries to live up to his father's legacy with Mr. Spock keeping him in check as a vengeful Romulan from the future creates black holes to destroy the Federation, one planet at a time. Have I seen this? Oh, yes. I have definitely seen 2009's Star Trek. Loved it. It was great. I understand the complaints that some Trekkies, Trekkers, Star Trek fans, whatever you want to call them, have about the movie. And I get it, but I still enjoy it. So, Children of Men in 2027, in a chaotic world in which women have somehow become infertile, a former activist agrees to help transport a miraculously pregnant woman to a sanctuary at sea. Interesting. Children of Men. I don't think I've seen this. Alfonso Cuarón directs it. Julianne Moore, Clive Owen, and Chiwetel Ejiofor are in this? Really? Okay. Interesting. I've not seen this. Children of Men. Totally have not seen it. Let's go ahead and I really wish they wouldn't do that. I really wish they wouldn't do that. Like, after you do the top 50, after you click that, they just kind of erase your progress. And I think that's dumb. But okay, so number 55, Children of Men, have not seen it. We'll go ahead and add it. It's from 2006. So, all right, number 56, X-Men Days of Future Past. So again, X-Men is Marvel sci-fi. I don't have any issues with Days of Future Past being on this list, though, because I feel like Days of Future Past is one of the few truly sci-fi stories that is not just happenstance sci-fi, that is the backdrop of, the Marvel universe and the mutants and everything. No, they actually did try to tell this like futuristic apocalyptic tale where they sent Kitty Pryde back to the past to try to prevent their future from coming forth. So this one I don't have a problem with. Have I seen it? Oh yeah, I've seen this. And I do have some issues with them making it so that Logan is the one that goes back in time instead of Kitty Pryde. I get why they did it, but it's kind of like, yeah, I kind of would have liked to have seen Ellen Page be the one to go back in time for this one, but whatever. All right, District 9. District 9. I don't know if I ever saw this. Violence ensues after an extraterrestrial race forced to live in slum-like conditions on Earth finds a kindred spirit in a government agent exposed to their biotechnology. What? I don't I th- This is not ringing any bells for me. I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the list because it's not ringing any bells for me. So let's just go ahead and we're going to add District 9 to the list. I'm going to jump in here even though I know what's going to happen as a result. It's a Neil Blomkamp movie, and I don't recognize any of the cast. I think I remember. Yeah, I think I do remember like just some I mean some pretty interesting special effects for the aliens themselves, but I haven't seen this. So, all right, we're going to go back. We're going to do this again. All right. And okay, 58, Ghost in the Shell. I have not seen Ghost in the Shell, but I do I did it did appear on the animated list, so I've already added it. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep on going. We'll watch Ghost in the Shell at some point. Number 59, Brazil, a bureaucrat in a dystopic society becomes an enemy of the state as he pursues the woman of his dreams. What? Sounds like some obsession going off the rails here. Definitely have not seen it. At least it's again not coming up in the memory files. So let's just have a look at it. This is from 1985. It's a Terry Gilliam movie? Okay. All right. I forget that the members of Monty Python could sometimes do other stuff. Jonathan Pryce, Kim Greist, and Robert De Niro are all in it. I'm not. Bob Hoskins is in it. Ian Holm is in it. Michael Palin is in it. I'm not recognizing anyone else. But this is a drama and a thriller in addition to being sci-fi. So, all right, not bad. All right, and then number 60 is going to be King Kong. This is the original one, it looks like. A film crew goes to a tropical island for a location shoot where they capture a colossal ape who takes a shine to their blonde starlet and bring him back to New York City. All right, guys, King Kong. This one is from 1933. Do you think I've seen it? Tell me what you think. Do you think I've seen it? This is going to be the final one on this list that we do, and then we'll go to my community tab and then um, start. Hold on, dang it! I made I made a mistake. Let me go ahead and just get rid of that. Bring this over to here. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. Anyways, let's see. Sith Apple says that yes, I have seen it. He also says that this one is good. Gonna go ahead and close off the guessing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. King Kong from 1933 is a film I have not seen. I have not seen this movie. I've seen clips of it, I've seen parts of it. I have not watched it from start to finish. And so, no, this one also goes on the list, you know? Um, and there we go. So there. after we did about 10 more, I feel like we've gotten a pretty good sampling of the non-Marvel sci-fi that that I have not seen. Um, we can always pursue this list again some other time. It's just there's just so much Marvel. There's so much Marvel in this list, you know? Um, but yeah, lots of good stuff in here and more Marvel. Um, but yeah, we can always revisit this another time. I at least saw like another DC movie, so that's nice at least. But yeah, I'm okay, not as much Marvel. Not as much Marvel if you go further up the next 50, but that was wow, that was a thing. So all right, so I think now what I'm going to do is we're going to just move over here to my community page and let me see. I think is it oops, sorry. I did not mean to do that. Let's go here. All right, we'll just go ahead and do that. And moving. All right, so again, what I like about these is that I can just go ahead and select the stream even as it's live. I think that is awesome. Let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to find my videos and we're going to get this one with the janky looking thumbnail that I made for this. Did you guys like that thumbnail? Like, tell me what you thought of that thumbnail because I don't know. I kind of thought it was cool. So, all right. Anyways, let's see. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go. I'm actually gonna take a look at the YouTube page, and I'm gonna go up into the chat, and we're just gonna grab some of the movies that I listed. So, um, hold on. Before we do that, okay. Let's see. Hey everyone. We've looked at the top 60. I'm gonna put a parentheses exclamation point there. Um, science fiction movies on IMDb because so much Marvel. So I added 10 more, and here are the ones I have not seen and that I haven't already listed. So and now I'm gonna just grab them and go. So we're gonna start with number 30. So Stalker, right? And then let's see. So out of 60, and I mean like there were some on this list that I hadn't seen, but some of them are also on other lists. So all right. The Dune one I'm gonna add as the it's the 2021 version because I have seen Dune. I just haven't seen that version of it. So, and my understanding is that version is a part one, so there's like another part that I have to watch at some point. So, Blade Runner 2049, Planet of the Apes, another classic that I have not gotten around to seeing. Number 40, Her. All right. What else? Number 45, Gora. Number 48, Arrival. And I mean, again, like, I feel like there's just, again, so much Marvel. There's just so much Marvel that it's just like, yeah, there's just kind of like they just dominate the list and they need their own They need their own category. All right, what else? Children of Men have not seen. Let's go ahead and grab that. What else? District 9, number 57. Number 59, Brazil. And finally, number 60, the 1933 iteration of King Kong. That one I'm also going to put a year next to simply because, yeah. Anyways, all right. And then I'm just going to put my standard as always. Feel free to make suggestions in the comments. All right. And there we go. So we're going to go ahead and post that. And there we go. We have got it created. I'm going to go back to StreamYard. All right. Oh, thank you, Sith Apple. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just kind of started throwing stuff at it. Wasn't the highest effort thumbnail that I ever made, but it was all right. All right. And the Mesozoic mind continues to be disappointed in me. King Kong is such a classic. You need to watch it along with Jurassic Park. I know. I know. But I mean, that's part of the reason I'm doing this is so that we can start figuring out if and when I ever do like a React channel, which if I do will probably be a third channel. And right now, I don't want to start a third channel until I know I've got people that would like join Patreon for it and stuff. So, but at least for now, we've got, we've got ammo for for whenever I do that. So okay, we're gonna start another image poll also. So here we go. And let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna grab this posting here. What genre of film should I next peruse? Okay, I really wish it wouldn't do that. And now that I've done it, it's probably going to consider it screwed up somehow. So here's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Yeah, YouTube has got some weird formatting on its board. So all right, so let's see. And we're just gonna call this the post sci-fi film stream poll. All right, so that way you know that sci-fi is not being considered. All right. So let's see. I think we're gonna go ahead and add action. Oh, come on, where is it? Okay, whatever. Um let's see, what did we use for action on the previous poll? We used this one. I'm saving this image. We're gonna just go ahead and do it this way. All right, and boom, there he is, Bruce Willis. All right, and then the next one is adventure. Yes, I'm grabbing the Goonies because, it's the frickin' Goonies. All right, we're going to add two more options. We're going to go ahead and grab Westerns. Oh, right, and I should be typing these things in. Okay, and then for the next, let's see, the next one, let me just have a look at what their genre listings are. No, 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 go back. There we go. They'll have a genre. Okay. So we've got action and adventure up there. We've seen animation. We've got western and sci-fi up there. I'm gonna add fantasy. I'm gonna go ahead and add fantasy to this one. So we'll go ahead and do that instead. So for fantasy, okay, guys. So the first film that came to mind when I said fantasy, some of you are probably gonna freak. Let's see. I need a thumbnail that captures this one. If you guys want to take a guess at what film came to mind when I said fantasy, please feel free to guess because I want to see what you guys guess. Oh man, there's not a good thumbnail though. Not one that has like all the elements that I want to put in it. Okay, all right. Hold on, I'm gonna check back. The Mesozoic Mind is asking the Wizard of Oz. No, it is not the Wizard of Oz. Alan Copeland says Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. Nope, nope, nope. Sith Apple says Mary Poppins. Nope, you guys are all wrong. You guys ready? Da, 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 da. There he is. Oh gosh. All right. Someone has to know. Someone has to know what that is. That's the first one that came to mind when I thought fantasy. Yes, legend. I don't know why because it's not a very good movie. Like it's okay. It's not terrible. It's just not great either. Like Lord of the Rings is a good fantasy movie. Um Willow, in my opinion, is a good fantasy movie. Why why Tom Cruise's first movie and Tim Curry's Go as the Devil come to mind, I don't know. The Mesozoic Mind is asking, what is it? It's the movie Legend. It's a 1985 fantasy film. Again, it's not particularly good, but for some reason, when I thought fantasy genre, it was the first one that popped into mind. You know how like Ray, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man just kind of popped into his head whenever Gozer told them to choose the form of the Destructor, and he just couldn't help it. That's exactly what happened here. That's exactly what happened here. I thought fantasy, boom, there is Tom Cruise, and there is Tim Curry, although you can't see him very well. So yeah, that came to mind, and I don't know. I think it's hilarious that I came up with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this. And now, you guys that are here, go vote on it. Go vote on it right now. Go tell me what genre you want to see next. So, the winner will get placement. I might do one tomorrow night. I will be working on the web line. Like I'll be doing a stream for the web line tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and then probably working on dinner for the family that night. But in the evening, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really enjoying these kind of movie genre streams. You guys seem to be enjoying them too. So, like go, y- you know, I could see myself doing another stream tomorrow night specifically for this. So if you guys are down, let me know. But and if not, I mean, like if we can do this on the regular, like I work late on Mondays, but I could do one at like, I don't know, probably 9 o'clock or so. I don't know. I'm enjoying them. So hopefully you guys are as well. But yeah, I think that's everything. Let me see. Has anyone voted yet? Oh, yep, yep. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? We got one vote for adventure and one for westerns. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. But yeah, poll is up. Go vote. Go vote now. And in the meantime, I think we can go ahead and call it done for tonight. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. And I don't know if I'll be doing any gaming streams tonight. I might, but I really need to kind of work on last week's episode of the webline because of the holidays and everything. Just like editing the podcast has kind of gotten away from me. And so I kind of need to work on that tonight. And maybe I'll get it done or maybe I'll stream instead and, kind of burn the midnight oil to edit it. I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, I think it's time for me to get going. So take care. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.